to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my glam makeup look using the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. I got this palette for Christmas and it has some of the most beautiful shades in it. I wanted to show you one of the looks that I've created using this palette. I've done a kind of warm cranberry eyeshadow with a glitter cut crease. So if you want to see how I've created this, then please keep on watching. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. My name is Amy and I love to post beauty, fashion and lifestyle videos, and also you can go and follow me on Instagram if you like. It's at Aloha Amy _ and I love to post pretty pink photos, so also go and follow me on there. So I'm popping on some of my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. I really like this, and I just apply a little bit onto my eyelid and blend that up into my brow bone. And then I always make sure to set my eye primer because otherwise my eyeshadow will still crease, so I always make sure to set it with either my normal setting powder that I use on the rest of my face, or like today I'm just going to be using this shade here, Powdered Sugar, and applying that all over my lid with a little brush. I've already done some concealer on my face because it's the same combination that I used in my last video, my everyday makeup. It's just the two Collection Lasting Perfection concealers. So I just popped them on and then popped on a little bit of L'Oreal True Match powder foundation because that's what I do every day and I didn't think you'd need to see that again. So I'm going to finish off the rest of my skin later, but for now I'm just going to continue with my eyes. So I've set my eyes, so I'm mixing these two shades here. I love the names of these shades. Too Faced are always so clever with their shade naming. I wonder whose job it is to name shades. That'd be so good. Sometimes Too Faced are kind of cheeky. I'm going to be going in with a little bit of this Gumdrop shade, so I'm just taking it very, very lightly because it is super pigmented. I'm tapping that off quite a bit, and then I'm just going to be applying that into my crease as well. Like, how pretty is that? Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with this Figgy Pudding shade, and I'm again applying that really, really lightly, a very small amount, and I'm just going to be kind of pressing this onto the outer corner of my eye. So it's just giving a slight kind of winged effect. So I'm just applying that right onto the outer corner of my eye and then just very slightly dragging that in. And then using the shade Hot Toddy, and I'm applying that just kind of on top of where I applied the darker purple shade, which was called Figgy Pudding. Love it, so festive. Christmassy palette, and it is January and I'm doing a kind of festive look, but I don't really care because I like it. So I've just kind of packed that on the centre of my lid, and then I'm going back in finally with my transition brush, blending that all out, making sure it's not too harsh. So next is something that I've only just started braving over Christmas time. I've never really done a cut crease before that, so I decided that I wanted to practice and do that. So I'm just taking a little flat shader brush and some concealer, and I basically just draw on a very small amount of concealer on the inner part of my eye. I took the shade Hot Toddy to the centre there, and that's where I'm stopping that concealer. So yeah, and that's pretty much it, and then I just go ahead and set it using the Powdered Sugar shade again, and I pop that on top of the concealer. Next is where I feel like this look really comes together, so I'm using the Stila Glitter and Glow, and this is in the shade Monarch. So again, I don't know if I've used this in a video before, but I bought this because I thought it was the eyeshadow one. It turns out that it's meant to be like a face highlight, but it's super glittery, so I would not pop this. I wouldn't put this like on my cheekbones and things. I think it's a bit much. But I basically just take it straight on the brush. I don't take too much though. Make sure it's not too thick on the brush. But then I just basically paint this on over my cut crease, and I make sure it's super duper neat. And then I try not to open my eyes because the glitter will transfer, but while that's drying, I'd go back in with the shade Hot Toddy and I just kind of mix these two. and it helps the glitter kind of gradient into the eyeshadow. So now I'm just going to go and do my winged liner and my brows. I've done that before on camera quite a lot, so I'm just going to go and do them and then come back and I'll show you what lashes I'm going to wear. Okay, so I have popped on some mascara in my brows, and then I'm going to be going in with my under eye concealer while I wait for my eyelash glue to get tacky. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is pretty amazing. I need really heavy coverage at the moment under my eyes. 4th year university student life, I know, and I like to blend this out with my fingers. I find it's really brightening and offers amazing coverage. So I did a previous video on how to apply individual lashes, and I said I really liked applying them, and I do, but sometimes it takes a while to get right, and if I'm in a rush and I feel like if I want to have a more glam look, then half lashes are better for me, because I don't like lashes in my inner corner. I just think it looks too heavy on me. So half lashes are perfect, and these ones aren't too long, but they're still quite glam. I'd just like to say here that once again I'm doing this glam makeup and I have nowhere to go other than the gym. I don't actually have much else on today, so once again looking far too glam for a normal Thursday. And I'm taking Hot Toddy and I'm just going to be smudging that along my lower lash line, and I think I might pop on a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes just to balance everything out. Next I'm applying my bronzer, so I'm going back in with the e.l.f. St. Lucia. I use this in my everyday makeup routine. It's been my go-to bronzer. Shimmery Peachy Blush. So I'm just applying that on the apples of my cheeks. Becca Opal. I'm going to have to buy a new one of these. It's my obsession. And I apply that onto my brow bone as well. I mean, honestly, look at that highlight. It's just stunning. So now to finish off, I'm going to be applying a nude lip. So I feel like you could go for a berry lip for this and that would be really pretty. But today I'm just going to be going for a nude lip. That's kind of my go-to when I do a heavy eye makeup. My best friend told me about this lip liner and it's so good. This is like my 3rd or 4th one I've used. This really cute Ted Baker lipstick. It's rose gold and pink packaging, and there isn't a shade name, it's just this pretty nude colour. And then finally I go in with this really pretty lip gloss. It's the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. I love these NYX Butter Glossies, they're so good. So that's my makeup look complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch up on all of my latest videos, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!